My name is Reed Yobe, and I want to talk about something that is very important regarding relationships. Please listen to the end. This might save your relationship. The thing that I want to talk about here has got something to do with communication. I know I have already spoken about communication in quite a number of videos, and I don't think this is the last time. Communication is such an important thing in a relationship, and without it, no relationship can survive. It's very important, and there are quite a number of things that we can talk about as far as communication is concerned. The thing that I want to talk about here has to do with being transparent. Just making sure that everything is just out there in the open, more especially for the one that you are in a relationship with. There are people that are in relationships or even marriages that are not so good when it comes to communication. There is no transparency at all. You know, secrecy breeds suspicion. Which also breed lack of trust. But the more transparent you become, the more you make it easy for people to trust you. But now in this case, I'm just concerned about the person that you're in a relationship with. There are quite a number of relationships that ended, which were not supposed to end. There are innocent people that were accused of things that they never did. And it got to the point of the destruction of the relationship. The relationship ended because someone was suspected of being something that they were not, or doing something that they never did. But you see, when you create an environment within your relationship that makes it difficult for someone else to know exactly what's happening in your life, it breeds suspicion. A person can suspect something. They can pick a clue that from their own perspective, it might mean something. And that particular thing might not be existing. But they cannot know that what they are suspecting is not happening or does not exist, because they are not allowed access to information. They are in a relationship with a person that is very discreet and doesn't want you to know certain things. Have you ever been in a relationship with a person that wants you to trust them blindly? You see, there are people that are in relationships with certain people and they are having issues that have got to do with trust, but they can't say them out because they are afraid of the damage that they may cause as far as the relationship is concerned. So here is a person who is afraid of confronting another for the fear that he might or she might create more problems. But at the same time, whatever is troubling them, it will continue to trouble them until they get to the root of whatever is troubling them, until they get confirmation that what they are thinking or suspecting is not even happening or does not even exist. But you see, because they are in a relationship with a person that does not want to share information, a person who is so discreet and expect you to trust them blindly, then it becomes a problem. Then the person starts suffering silently. And it might happen that whatever that they are suspecting the other person of doing, the other person is not even doing it. The person is just secretive, but they're not doing anything wrong. But you see, the person who is suspecting something might not know that what he's suspecting is not happening. Rather, they may feel like the reason this person is so secretive is because they are hiding something. So now that they have a clue, they believe that that clue is actually a sign that there is more to this. It then appears to them like a tip of an iceberg. And they will believe that there is more to it. For as much as there is more to a tip of an iceberg, which happens to be 90% of the mass under the water, a person might also believe that there could be something. So I'm just issuing this out as a warning. And I'm saying relationship is work. Relationship is work. You have to work on it. You have to work. Trust does not grow on trees. It's just like money. You work for it. You earn trust. If you love someone, you have to. It's your responsibility to make them feel safe. But if you think that it's not your responsibility to make the other person feel safe, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And believe me, you have to, if you love the person, then you must know that you're going to lose that particular person. Both parties must work hard on ensuring that they make everything clear. They become transparent. They make it easy for the other person to know what's happening in them, in their lives. They make it easy for the other person to open up and share with them their fears, their worries, and their doubts. And they must also make it their responsibility after allowing and creating an environment for someone else to feel free to express themselves, they must also take responsibility in ensuring that they help the other person out. It might appear to you like it doesn't make sense, but if you love the person, you help them out. Sometimes it's just information. Sometimes it's just transparency that the other person needs. Sometimes what is needed is time for a person to get to know you better. Simply because you're not doing anything wrong. Simply because you are a good person and you are a faithful and loyal person. That doesn't mean that someone must just trust you blindly. Let them find out for themselves that you are loyal and faithful. And the only way that can happen is for you to open doors for them into your life so that it can be easy for them to know everything there is to know about you. Let them express themselves. So, relationship is work. Relationship is work. A lot of marriages are breaking today, and relationships are breaking also. And one of the main reasons for that is because there are people who are stubborn. People who say, if they can't trust me, then they can't hear me. But this is a good person that you're just dumping for the mere reason that they don't trust you blindly. So you might end something beautiful simply because you're stubborn. A relationship is work. Both parties must help one another. Your significant other might be having issues. Well, you may call them trust issues. But people with trust issues can also be helped. If you love a person, you can help them out. People that are considered to be having trust issues can be helped as well. There are very good people that are labeled people with trust issues. But remember, those issues that they have, they were not born with them. There is something that they went through. There is something that they experienced. And there are certain patterns that they are aware of which trigger them. So it's up to you. If you love the person, if you truly love the person, help them out. What is so private about your phone is that you cannot even allow your significant other to touch it? I just feel like there has to be a level of openness. And already, if you cannot allow your significant other to touch your phone, already you are the one who is actually having issues. Because if you've got nothing to hide, why does it bother you? Try to create transparency in your relationship. Relationship is work. Both parties must work towards ensuring that everything is out there in the open. And that in the end will create trust. There comes a time in your life, where someone won't need to check anything because they know you. But you can't just expect someone that you met yesterday to just start trusting you. Even if it was 2 or 3, 4 years ago. The question is, What did you do for it to be easy for them to know you? Due to lack of transparency, people can stay together for 10 years and not even know each other. But due to transparency, someone can meet in 2 weeks and then they know each other in and out, and that creates trust. Let me say this again. You can stay with someone for 10 years. Due to lack of transparency, you might not even know who they are. But you can stay with someone for 2 weeks and know them in and out. My name is Reed Yobe. Thank you.